Hi, my name is Nishan and I'm here at Excel at Math to help you with mixed operations with fractions and exponents. This is a 7th grade topic. Our equation for today is 4/5 squared minus 1/3. Now when dealing with mixed operations, you want to figure out what order to solve in the equation first so you can get the proper answer. Now we can do this by using the acronym PEMDAS. P-E-M-D-A-N-S. Each letter stands for a different process in solving a mixed operations equation. The P stands for parentheses. The E stands for exponents. The M stands for multiplication. The D stands for division. And when dealing with multiplication and division, not one overrides the other. It depends on what comes first when you're reading the equation from left to right. So if you're reading the equation and multiplication appears first when you're reading it from left to right, you do multiplication first. If division appears first when you're reading it left to right, then you do division first. The last two, addition and subtraction, follow the same rule as multiplication and division. Whichever comes first in the equation is whichever one you do first. So now let's go down our list and see what we have in our equation. First is parentheses. As you can see in our equation, we have parentheses around the 4/5. Next is exponents. We have exponents over the 4/5. So now let's solve that first part of our problem. You can come over here and do 4/5. And since it's squared, we multiply 4/5 by 4/5 only one time. Times 4/5. And now we first multiply numerators, 4 times 4, which gives us 16. Then our denominators, 5 times 5, which gives us 25. And there we have it, 4/5 squared is equal to 16 over 25. So now let's write our new number back down here. Let's go through the rest of our list now. Multiplication and division. As you can see, in the equation there is no multiplication or division. Next, addition and subtraction. There is no addition, however, there is subtraction with minus 1/3. So now let's bring that back down here with our 16 over 25. Now we run into a little problem. Our denominators are unlike numbers. In order to subtract fractions, our denominators must be like terms so we can subtract them. Now to do this, we must turn our denominators to equal numbers. And the easiest way to do that is by finding common multiples. Now a way to do this is taking the denominator of one number and multiplying it to the numerator and denominator of the other. So for this, we could get the 3 from the denominator over here and multiply it to the 16 and the 25th on this side, and then take the 25 from the denominator over here and multiply it to the numerator 1 and the denominator 3 on this side. We want to make the fractions equivalent, so we multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. Hence why it's 3 over 3 over here and 25 over 25 over here. Now let's solve. First, let's find the numerator for 16 over 16 times 3. So we can write 16 multiplied by 3 equals 3 times 6 is 18. So we can write an 8 here and bring the 1 over here. Now 3 times 1. Since the 1 is in the tens place, we put a 0 down here. Then 3 times 1 is 3. Now we add the additional 1 from the 18 earlier, so we get 4. 8 plus 40 equals 48. And there is our numerator for the first fraction. 48. Now, let's find our denominator. Now, we do 25 times 3. 25 times 3 equals, 3 times 5 is equal to 15. We take the 1 and move it up here, then we do 3 times 2. Again, since the 2 is in the tens place, we put a 0 here first, and then we do 3 times 2, which is 6, and we must add the 1 from the 15 earlier, and we get 7. 5 plus 70 is equal to 75. And there's our denominator for our first fraction, 75. Now we must find the numerator and denominator for 1 times 25 and 3 times 25. So again, we come back over here. We do 25 times 1. Again, 1 times 5 is 5. 2 is in the tens place, so you put a 0 here. 1 times 2 is 2. Now add these. 5 plus 20 is equal to 25. Now our numerator for our second fraction is 25. Next, we want to multiply the denominator 3 by 25. And we did this earlier, so we know that 25 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. You bring the 1 here. Since the 2 is in the tens place, you bring a 0 here. 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 1 from the 15. That brings you 7. 5 plus 70 brings you 75. So our denominator for the second fraction is also 75. Now we have found in common denominators for both of our fractions, so we are able to subtract. When we are subtracting, the denominator remains the same. The only thing that changes is our numerator. So now let's find out what our numerator will be. 48 minus 25. So we can do 48 minus 25. Now let's focus on the ones column first. 8 minus 5 is 3. Then we do 4 minus 2, which is 2. And there we have it. Our new numerator is 23. So 48 minus 75 is equal to 23. And then, since our denominators remain the same, it will still be 75. And our answer is 23 over 75. And that is how you solve mixed operations with fractions and exponents.